Hello, my name is Zahraa. I work at the Detroit Zoological Society. Today I will be reading Turtle Girl by Carol Crow, illustrated by Jim Postier. One, two, three. Magdalena hopped behind her grandmother along the shore of their moon-kissed island. Walking turtle slow, her grandmother searched the waves for a sea turtle. Are you sure the sea turtles won't get lost in the dark, Grandma? What if they lay their eggs on a different island by mistake? Magdalena's grandmother gazed out to sea. Our turtles have a long way to travel, Magdalena, but they'll come back to us. Leaning forward, Magdalena peered through the waves just like her grandmother. What if the turtles never come back, Grandma? Watch closely, her grandmother whispered, pointing at a wave. Oh, Grandma, Magdalena sang out. I see one! The eyes of a sea turtle sparkled in the curl of a wave. Like a silk shawl, the wave unfurled, releasing the first turtle into shallow surf. Slowly, the sea turtle floated to land. It pressed its nose to the sand as though sniffing out an ancient path. Shh, shh, the turtle shell whispered on the sand. With its strong flippers, the turtle scooped a shallow well for its heavy body. Then, harder and harder, it worked its back flippers into the sand, digging a nest deep and safe. Sand flew through the air like moon dust. Finally, the turtle folded its flippers away. The night held its breath. One, two, three eggs spilled into the nest, 60, 80, and more. Magdalena felt the gentle pressure of her grandmother's hand. She saw the turtle-time love in Grandma's eyes and wondered why she looked sad. In the quiet beyond them, danger began to stir. Magdalena heard the snap of twigs, the rustle of leaves. A raccoon crept out for a better look. With a woo, woo, Magdalena chased the raccoon back to the trees. And you better stay gone, she called. All that night, turtles swam ashore in the moonlight, filling their treasure nests with 100 pearls. The turtles covered their eggs with a deep blanket of sand. Shh, shh. The heavy shells whispered on the sand as the turtles returned to the sea. Magdalena brushed away their tracks, helping to hide their nests. She picked up the flotsam so turtles wouldn't tangle, just like her grandmother had taught her. When she finished, Magdalena thought her grandmother seemed more tired than ever before. Grandma, are you as old as a sea turtle? Magdalena asked. I'm afraid I'm even older than some turtles, Grandma answered, walking home. Magdalena kept her hurry feet turtle slow like Grandma's. Each day, Magdalena brought tea to her grandmother's room, hoping she would feel stronger soon. 1, 2, 3, they crossed the weeks off the calendar. Near 60 days, the hatchlings would be ready to leave their nests. Magdalena watched the light in her grandmother's eyes begin to fade like a morning moon. Grandma, I don't want you to be sick, Magdalena said. Please get better. We have to take care of the turtles. In a sleepy voice, Grandma said, I'll always be with you, Magdalena, especially at turtle time. That night, Magdalena's grandmother passed away. The memory of their turtle times was like the empty shell in Magdalena's heart. She tried to forget the hatchlings because it made her too sad to remember. But as hard as she tried, turtles seemed to be everywhere. One night, the moon shone through the trees outside Magdalena's window, spilling turtle shadows onto her quilt. Hatchling shadows scampered across the bedroom walls. Even her mother wore turtle shadows on her cheeks when she came to kiss Magdalena goodnight. Some hatchlings may be ready to leave the nests, her mother said. I'll go to the shore with you, Magdalena. I hate turtles, Magdalena said. I don't care what happens to them. Her mother tucked the quilt under Magdalena's chin and kissed away her tears before leaving the room. Magdalena tried to sleep, but her grandmother's promise stirred in her mind. I'll always be with you, Magdalena, especially at turtle time. She climbed from her bed and stared at the sea from her window. Grandma broke her promise, Magdalena thought. She won't be with me at turtle time, not ever again. Then she heard the sharp cry of a hungry seagull. She rushed into her mother's bedroom. Wake up, Mama! The turtles may need us! She dragged her sleepy mother from bed. Hurry, we have to say goodbye to them. Together they ran to the shore. The sand trembled and shifted and flew as hatchlings scampered across the moon. 1, 2, 3 appeared, 60, 80, and more. Turtles were everywhere, scurrying from their nests. Magdalena saw a hungry gull circling in the air. Caw, caw, scampering hurry feet. She waved her arms. Go back to sleep, she called. On tiny flippers, hatchlings raced for their lives. They scrambled through waves and paddled the sea. Magdalena remembered her grandmother's promise. I'll always be with you, Magdalena, especially at turtle time. Suddenly, Magdalena felt her grandmother all around her. She lived in every hatchling they had saved. She lived in Magdalena's love for the sea turtles. Magdalena smiled as the breeze kissed her cheek. Grandma had kept her promise. That was Turtle Girl by Carol Crow. Did you know that turtles have been around for over 200 million years? Thank you so much for joining us for March's Reading Month. Goodbye.